This is Kerry, and today we're going to talk about tablature. It's one of the things I got asked about when I was at the last festival doing some workshops, and I decided just to give some very brief, basic tools to use for reading tablature. The first question I was asked was, I don't know how to start reading it. So when you look at a tablature, it is different than when you're going to play just an open chord and the chords are up the top. So what I tell people is, hold your ukulele like that, so that the G string is facing your body. Now get your tablature and hold it flat like that. And when you look at the tablature, the line closest to you is the G string. A lot of people have said to me, it looks like it's upside down. Well, that's the way you really get to know what tablature looks like when you look at the ukulele. So you're playing from the G string up to the A string. Whereas when you're holding your ukulele, your G string is at the top of your ukulele playing down to the bottom. Very confusing. So that's the way that I teach people how to look at it, the very first step. Right, well, I have got this workshop on my website. It's $2.95 to download, and it will go into a lot more depth of the basics. I'm just going to give you a little taster now to show you how to read it and how to look at it. All right, it gives you different variations in the paperwork of what a tablature might look like, because there are several ways it might be presented to you depending on how professional the person is, whether they are a piano player and a ukulele player, whether they are a professional musician, or whether it's someone sharing with you. So I guess having those descriptions of what it might look like when it's presented to you. The other thing that's really important with tablature is you'll get breaks in the line. So when you start to pick, you always pick the first note that's closest to the neck here. So if it's on the third line or the fourth line or the first line, it doesn't matter. You start picking the very first one that is closest to where your little tuners are. So that's described to you too in the paperwork. So what I've done is I've done a very, very simple version of dueling ukuleles, which is dueling banjos. A lot of people have heard it. If you haven't, YouTube dueling ukuleles or dueling banjos, and you'll see it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You can make it your own. You can take as long as you like, learn it with a friend, and turn it into a little party piece. And I really like it. I'm learning it at the moment, and I've really simplified it so that it's easy to play. So when you do the introduction, it's just you have to strike the chords. So it's a C, 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 F, C. So we go, and that's just C, 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 F, C. And then the other person does it. So they'll go, and it's sort of anything I can do, anything you can do, I can do better. So then you might want to use the alternative chords, and if you've done the alternative chord workshop that I've got up on YouTube, then you'll know these alternative C, F and G. So it's C. See, I can do that. So while you're doing that, I go, oh yeah, okay. And then you might just want to do like a little pinch strum before you start the picking. And the picking just starts, and the other person goes. So what we're doing is we're doing That is an open C string, 2nd fret, C string, open on the 3rd, 1st fret on the 3rd, 3rd fret on the 3rd, on the E, 1st fret on the E, and open on the E. So it's and then the same pattern is played somewhere else. So it's like this little argument you're having between you, and it's a really good one to practice to start reading tablature and picking. So go over, read the explanations, learn all about the easy form of tablature, and then enjoy playing dueling ukuleles. The set is there, and if you've got any questions, I'm always happy to get an email. Enjoy, have fun with it. I love it, and I'm sure you will too.